And welcome back to a new episode. This is a Wandering Nerd here on the Welsington Patreon server. Just walking back here through Spawn Town. You can notice we added in and got our new resource pack. We're running a Faithful 32 for 1.10. Looks really nice, really good. I figured I'd take a walk around Spawn Town as we're headed over to our next project, seeing where things are going. I really like the look and feel of things. Just I want to walk over here by the docks here on night 13. It's been doing a great job here. Haven't walked around here, but he's in the process of building out a battleship. Looks like he's got most of. Just keeps progressing along more and more and more. Really like it. A lot of details. Walk up the stairs here and get a look at it from the top. Really impressed with this build. It looks really good. A lot of clay, a lot of work, a lot of time. See him here on here a lot. It's a really impressive build. Opening up the ocean and everything out there for that. It's a really nice, really good job. Really like it. But today we're going to be building over in the market area. We'll take the back way over. And we're going to be building a new shop in the market area. Yeah, we can make that, I hope. And we're going to be getting rid of those all those blaze rods that we've had, and a couple of other Nether blocks that we've been picking up over time. We've got some magma blocks, we've got some Nether racks, and some Nether wart that we've been growing. So we're gonna be selling all of those in one large building. I chose to build away from the center. We're going to be building over here on purpose because I want to build a bigger structure. I want to build a nice big tower over here. So people will see it. They'll be able to see it from Spawn Town, which will be nice. But I didn't want to get cluttered up into here and take away from some of these great builds that are in here. We've got a little food. Let's call it the lunch box. It's a really nice little place. Good build. Like the details. And this is the local tavern. They're going to be doing potions and the like here. I love this build. Really detailed. With a second floor story up here. Sit out here on the balcony. Look at everything. And then we've got the emerald shop where they built a custom tree out of emeralds and then built everything in here in quartz and bone block. And they're selling emeralds for trading and so forth. So those are some of the newer shops that have crept up. So what we're going to be building is a nice big tower out of some of those Nether blocks that we have, and kind of got this laid out here. I want this to be a dark and sort of almost ominous place to begin with. So we're going to start off with the floor being in magma blocks. And I wonder, one of the things that supposedly happens is they pick up the light that's underneath them or near them. So what I want to do is I want to see if that's actually true. See if that area over there stays more lit than any of the others. And hopefully it does. And I might have made this one too big. I think I did. So, and these blocks are pretty easy to harvest and find. Whoops. Where that you can find them all over a 1.10 map. They're all down towards the bottom near the lava level, the bottom of the lava. Um, so that's kind of an interesting block, but they can also be crafted, which makes them pretty easy. They are a slime. They take 4 uh, magma cream balls, and those you can craft by taking a blaze rod and slime ball. So we actually are in a spot where we can sort of make it rather than having to go hunt for it, which is kind of nice. Um, so the floor and the ceiling of all of our floors of this tower are going to be looking like this. We're going to have the magma blocks under glass for both the floor and the ceiling, and then we're going to use a combination of nether rack and this new nether wart brick combination throughout this whole thing. We're going to be using this block mostly for our stairs, a couple of edging, but this is the majority of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the first floor, and I will get back to you here shortly. Welcome back. So this is the ground floor, and it's sort of indicative of most of the floors that we're going to do. We've got our magma blocks on the floor here, covered by glass. Most of the walls are nether brick, the red nether brick. The trim and the accent, and then I've got a couple of nether wart blocks in here, just sort of to finish that look for what we're doing there. And this is going to go up probably about up to there. I've got a unique little tower top that I want to do up there. But what we're going to do is each floor is going to have quite a bit of these blocks in it, and it should be interesting. And the ladder is going to be how we're going to get up and down to the floors. I'm going to probably put the most common used items probably on the second floor. I'm not going to make everybody go up to the top unless they want something. It'll probably be something like I'm not sure yet what I'm going to put up there. But we'll keep it up there. I'm going to be doing the nether brick and the nether. So we'll have the basically every block that we've got here: the magna blocks, the red nether brick, the nether brick from the nether rack, and the all the way down. Feather falling is great. And the nether wart block, the 9 pieces of nether wart together. So, and blaze rods will also be in here. Maybe some magna creams. I'm just gonna have a whole bunch of the nether related stuff in here. If I've got extra gas tiers, I may bring them into here. But that's sort of the goal, is the things that are nether related. So this is gonna go up a few more floors. Get some of the details in there, and I'll probably bring back after I got the majority of the floors done, and I'll show you what it's gonna look like. And welcome back. So we've got a couple of stories done here, a couple of floors. This is it from the outside. I love the glow that's coming out here from just the magma blocks through the windows. It's got just that eerie essence to it, and I'm not sure I'm gonna. Well, I probably will light it up just to keep it safe. But sort of each floor, and like I said, the ladder is how you're going to go up. Is going to have a little bit different items for sale, probably along this wall to make it easy. I'm not looking at making a killing on any of these things. They're just going to be there for those that don't want to craft some of them. But the next thing that we're going to do here is going to be sort of a spire at the top here. And I think I have everything that I need for this one. It's a little bit it's going to taper itself in. At least that's the goal of doing it. And sort of finish off with a redstone fence on the inside there. So the intention of it is to taper off on the way up. Just wanted to look at my reference image there. I hope I got enough of those. And I'm not sure. This is the curse of building something in creative. Not sure how I'm getting back down exactly, and where I'm going to finish at. So this should be kind of fun. I almost should have brought dirt for scaffolding on this, considering I'm using this nether brick here. It's easy to break up, which isn't always necessarily a good thing. So what we're going to do here is sort of crown this up, and I think 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And feather fall for the win. And let's see, it may not be high enough. So the intention of the look is for it to sort of slowly come up. Yeah, I need to go a little higher on these. And that's sort of that as it comes around on the back side of it. Oh, I don't have enough blocks, so we're going to have to go back down. But we're going to have this fence going around the outside. And this pillar in the middle. So start getting into some more details, and then there's going to be a light at the very top that I had thought about having it on a random redstone generator, but I think we're not going to do that. Sort of save some server ticks for everybody else. I might as well grab everything that we're going to need. Let's see, is there anything else that we're going to need? Just grab a bunch and take that with us. Yeah. Not going to make that throw. So, let me get building on this one a little bit more, sort of get set up here so that I can make some. I think, you know what? I think I'm making some headway on here. But let me get this first layer done, and I'll show you where the redstone lamp is going to go, and then I will be back in a bit. And welcome back. We're just over here. We're going to pick up some ender chests. I want to put an ender chest over there at the very least. And I've got my good old standby right here going. But I definitely want to put one in there, and it's never a bad thing to have extra ender chests on hand. So I've got the basic decorations done. As I started going through and really looking at it, it does look good at night, though. That nice glow that comes out in the different areas. I started trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate it, but I thought something very simple, just sort of some of the nether wart block, and a couple pieces of soul sand leading up into it, is what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this ender chest right there on the bottom floor. And I'm going to have to get a couple of a little bit of space in here. What we've got in here is we've got all of the items that we're offering here. So in this first floor, what we're offering is some of the nether brick. Pretty common, pretty easy to get a hold of, and we're just going to do 2 stacks for a diamond. Pretty straightforward. Let's just rearrange this. Will make it easier for people to pay for it and take it, and then we'll take care of that one. This one we're going to do our red nether brick. That's a little bit more to it. There's some crafting that has to be done and cooking up the nether rack. You can't just harvest it out of a fortress. So we're going to do that one, 32 blocks for a diamond. We'll see how well that does. I'm not really sure. And this is what we're going to have on the first floor. These are common, but not too common. But these are the things that people are really going to be coming up for on this second floor. We're going to put nether wart up here. And we're just going to do 1 stack for 1 diamond. On this one, we're going to do some blaze rods, and I'm going to start off at 1 stack for 1 diamond. I have a feeling that I'm going to change that. I've got enough people that are using the blaze farm for XP that it's not going to be that big a deal, and we're going to have plenty of them. So that's probably going to go down to probably 2 stacks for a diamond. It's a great fuel source to be used and so forth. On the third floor up here, this is probably not going to be people aren't going to come to this one as much. We'll have the magma blocks up on this one, and we're going to do 2 stacks for 1 diamond. They're pretty easy to get a hold of. Hopefully they'll get the spawn issue fixed, and we'll be able to sort of just craft those as we want to. And this last one is going to be our nether wart block, which is a little more difficult to get a hold of, because that's 9 pieces of nether wart in a crafting window. Now you can grow it, and it's pretty easy to grow, but one of the problems is that it doesn't come back out once you put it in there, and that's it's not a storage block. It's actually, once you craft it, that's what it is. So it's probably not going to move that fast. It's a really bright color. I think it has some specific uses in certain areas, and out here I think this really pops as we're leading up to this. I'm probably going to come back and light this up, maybe a piece of glowstone and some red glass, just sort of to go with the theme and to keep it going. But that's going to be that build for this tower in our new store here. I will be letting everybody know that they can come in and pick up their stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely want some feedback. Feedback is always welcome. You can leave a like if you want to see more of this. Definitely subscribe. Please get a hold of me on Twitter if you've got any questions or anything any additional information you want. I can be found at A Wandering Nerd. And that is this episode. So we will see you around.